Ciao, Bellas. Welcome to Ageless Sexuality, the sacred gateway to your feminine power. My name is Sophia Leva-Marie, and I'm here with two of my great friends, and we are here to change the way you approach your life and the way you experience it. So we have with us Bonnie McCaffrey, who's a somatic intuitive guide, and Luana Haney, who's a transformational superfood nutritionist and health alignment coach. So welcome, ladies. I'm so happy that you're here. And why don't you just briefly tell us a little bit about what you do?
All right. Shall I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I'm a superfood nutritionist and alignment coach, as Sophia was saying, and I love working with especially women and helping women to recover themselves and get back in their bodies and really work with understanding the physical body and how the hormonal system works and nourishing the body through superfoods and wholesome foods and enjoying a juicy life. And if we're in touch with our physical body, when it comes to sexuality, oh yeah. So a little bit about me. I've been in the health and wellness industry for a long time. And I tell you what got me started in the world of superfoods and really super healthy, wholesome foods is when I became sick about 7 or 8 years ago when I did my last bodybuilding competition as a figure. I entered I was a figure competitor in the bodybuilding world. And I got very sick and was experiencing some really serious health issues. And I decided at that time, even though I was eating relatively healthy, I decided at that time I was going to heal my body. And I began to research superfoods and whole foods, and I healed my body. And from there, I was like, okay, people have got to know about this and how it works and how you can heal your body. So that's a little bit about me and a little bit about my story. So yeah. So here I am. Feel great.
We're so glad you joined us. And what about you, Bonnie?
Hi, I'm, I've been in alternative healing probably for 20 years. I've been a massage therapist for a long time, and my passion is to help people just manage the stress in their lives and become more aware of their bodies. And I've got a little buddy right behind me. Can you see her?
It's a great topic. Everyone wants to learn.
Yeah. This is Kelly. And she's really good at lounging on couches. So
there you go.
So I've got, I guess my story is pretty recent as far as diving into this sort of working with our root chakra, our sacral chakra, and just getting the energy flowing again. I'm going to be 50 next month.
Woohoo!
Right? So, you know, this time of life, there's a lot of changes going on in my body. And of course, I'm talking to a lot of people who are experiencing a lot of these things. And I'm not really okay with just allowing the aging process to have its way with me, because I feel like we've got more power in ourselves and we don't have to just put up with what nature hands us. We have a little bit of information, and we spend a little bit of time working on ourselves and not constantly taking care of other people. So my experience most recently is I've been having some female issues, like serious enough that I've been seeing a doctor, you know, for the last 5 or 6 months, and it's been progressively getting worse. And I finally decided that I was going to take what I teach other people and apply it to myself. And with the tools that I do have, that I've learned over the years in learning how to work with my body, I was able to stop, you know, the physical symptoms that I was having, and I'm experiencing much better health now. So I think it's time that we have this conversation and we get back to feeling well and being healthy and using our sensual energy for the betterment of our lives and creating lifestyles that we like. So.
Awesome. Awesome. And then as far as me, my company is Nurturing Divine Beauty. And what I do is I like to say I'm a pleasure concierge and a self-love tour guide. And who I really work with is coaches and soulpreneurs who really are wanting to expand their life. How I work is I actually take my background in logistics management and corporate sales training and combine it with spirituality and sexuality and really challenge anything you think is real about yourself, your life, and your business. And how I got into that was really, you know, as Luana and Bonnie said, we come from this from our own experience. I personally experienced incest with my father as well as a rape. And I also had health problems stemming from these. Actually, the day after I turned 34, they told me I had 2 weeks to live. So I actually had to learn how to work with spirituality and sexuality and turn that back on as fuel for my life. So the reason we're here is not because we're a guru or that we think we're above it. We actually are you. We've been you, and you know, the things that you're facing, we faced ourselves. And that's why we're here, because sexuality is not optional. And that's what we really are talking about today, is the importance of it. Now you may wonder, why is it not optional? Because so often we relegate it to intercourse, to masturbation, or when we're wanting to have a child. But think of the rest of the time. You have this energy in your body, and what are you doing with it? And if you're not doing anything with it, how it shows up is problems in your body, hormonal imbalances, as we've discussed, you know, our personal experiences. We had literal physical manifestations of blocked sexual energy. It shows up in your relationship to other women. Do you feel jealous or competitive because you're not actually in your power? With a man, are you emasculating him or trying to control him? What's the example you're setting for your children? And in your business, are you actually never able to get to a certain point? It's because you don't have the fuel. You don't have that sexual energy, which is about sex, but it's also about creation, and it's about your power. So it's actually necessary, imperative for you to actually use this energy. And that's why we wanted to bring this class to you. And we start with the foundation in our bodies. So I'm actually going to have Luana take it from here.
Thank you, Sophia. Yes, the physical body. Most of us can touch and feel our bodies, but you know what? I will say a lot of us have kind of lost touch with our body. So we'll start with that. The physical, what we can touch, see, and feel is our physical body. But we do want to get back into our body to truly connect at a deeper level. And that's what I find with my clients, is they're disconnected from the physical body. And things have occurred in our lives that will kind of have us disconnected, like Sophia shared with her story. And we sort of check out. And then our body's sort of running on autopilot. And then we begin to have sicknesses and issues, and we don't even know where it stemmed from. But now we're dealing with the physical component. So where I come in is bringing people back into their physical body. And that's something that's very important, to feel the body. That hence is going to get you back into the sexual component as well, of really being in your physical body. and nourishing your physical body. So this day and time, when I do work with clients, I start with the aspect of let's clean the body up. Get you back in your body and begin to feel the body and listen to your body. What do you feel? What's going on? What do you feel in your root chakra and your sacral chakra, in the lower areas of your body? Do you feel anything? And also, do you have pain in your body? Where is there pain? So that's just, I'm kind of jumping all over the place with you ladies, but I just wanted to kind of talk about the physical component and getting into the body and begin to really connect at a deeper level. So when you nourish this physical body, detox and cleanse, nourish with superfoods and healthy foods, begin to move the body, your body comes alive and it heals, and you're really connected to the true essence of your femininity and your sexuality. And it can be done with, you know, nourishing the body with these superfoods. I have a lot of little superfood smoothies that are so awesome for nourishing the hormone system. And that's just an area that we really want to take a look at as we age. I'm in my 50s. Oh my gosh, I'm in my 50s. So my body's changed as well. And I didn't know some of these things that were happening to my body. Women don't talk about it. And it's time. We all three got together and said, it's time to talk about what's going on in our bodies as it changes, and embrace this and enjoy the rest of our life feeling sexy and sensual and enjoying great sex. And we can do it at any age, but it is honoring our body, but it is also taking care of it physically and nourishing the body as it changes during this hormonal time in our life. And my body has changed too. And I'm going through some things that I didn't understand, but with my training and my expertise, I was like, okay, I'm going to address this and work with natural hormone replacements and things like that to keep my sexual energy and desires up. So anyway, let's see, do I have anything else? Oh, I want to add right quick the importance of nurturing your body and rest. And I'm not going to go deep into it because we got a lot to talk about here, but the rest and de-stressing the body, it's very, very important, ladies. We run on this autopilot of fight or flight, and it's restricting and contracting in the body when that happens and we're not getting enough sleep. So, gosh, when it comes to having interest in sex, that right there in itself just sort of puts a damper, because the body's in fight or flight to survive. It's not thinking about enjoying sex and feeling the essence of our femininity. It's worried about getting up and starting the day. So it's understanding these things and balancing it out. So that's another area that I work with, is helping women to really relax and begin to feel the body and release that fight or flight. So it's time to love ourselves, get into our bodies and move our bodies and enjoy life no matter where we are in our age. But you know, it's time for us women to enjoy our lives to the fullest. So yeah, I'll turn it back over to you, Sophia.
It definitely is time. And what we want to have today is just a taster of what you can experience, of what's possible, because we could spend hours and not go into all of it, but we just want to come with you with some information that can actually impact you today, so you can start changing your life today. So Bonnie, why don't you go ahead?
Thanks, Sophia. I'm going to jump off of what Luana was talking about stress. That's probably the biggest thing that gets in our way, and really it stems from our minds. We're not stressed unless we're thinking something, a thought that makes us stressed. So learning techniques to be able to control our thoughts, to get back into our bodies, to get really present and shut that little, the ego chatter off. That's really important. So I'm really excited to share a few techniques like that. I have so much to share about self-care, becoming your own best friend. We tell our bodies how important they are by how we treat them. Do we nurture them? Do we neglect them? How do we talk to them? How do when we look in the mirror? What do we see? And this is and I challenge you. This is something that's made the biggest difference for me, is to just spend a few minutes every morning in the mirror and look in your eyes and say, I love you and you matter. Those are things that we learn, especially as women and mothers, and that we put everybody else first. And it doesn't matter. We don't matter. Taking care of everybody else matters. And we start to experience symptoms in our bodies that reflect that we don't matter. So I would love to share lots of self-care practices. I've got some really very, very simple, elegant techniques to really start activating the heart, creating that heart energy and just flushing it through your body. It's so nourishing for your cells to be bathed in love regularly. So I'm happy to share what I've learned about that. Yeah, just really developing a practice of becoming everything that you've looked for on the outside for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Be your own change. If you're looking for love, whatever you're seeking outside, give it to yourself. And that's what I'm learning in my life right now, is the things that I've been looking for outside of myself or giving to other people are the very things that I need to be doing for myself. And yeah, so maybe look in your own lives and see the things that you're looking for other people to fulfill for you and give it to yourself. So I look forward to working more. I've got so many breathing techniques, things to get you back in your body, like Luana was saying. That's the number one important thing, is just befriending your body, being in it, being in awareness, and loving yourself up. So thanks so much.
Oh, yes, the self-love, that is where we need to go always. So Bonnie, for the ladies who are with us and who will watch it in the future, what is one thing they can do like right after the call, beyond like the mirror technique? What is something they could do right after the call to maybe just shift and actually have that kind of in their recipe bag, so that when stress comes up or the dogs are barking or the kids are yelling or you're pissed at your husband or you're looking at the bills, something that will take them out of that moment, get them back into their body and allow them to be present?
Probably the quickest thing in anywhere you are in your life is you always have access to your breath. So you can follow your breath, just paying attention to simple breathing in, breathing out, just focusing on that, and it just takes you out of your mind. And towards the end of the call, I'm going to share just a little heart activation to help you really use those breathing techniques and activate some self-love that you can use anywhere you are at any time, whether anyone's there or not.
Perfect. Yes, in just a few minutes, we're actually, all three of us will take you through an activation. So you get, as we said, a taster of all the different ways you can connect to energy, connect to your body, and connect to that sensual energy that can really help fuel your life. So as far as me, I really work with, along with the body, what's your identity around sex? And have you actually thought about that? Like, where did you get your identity? I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and it was very black and white. You get married, you're with this person for life, there's no sex before marriage, and that didn't really work for me. And then when I actually left the religion, I actually spiraled because I didn't know who I was. So then I went through this pendulum swing of trying to figure out who I was. And honestly, it was really kind of self-destructive there for a while. But I learned to, with spirituality, get into my body and sensuality. But when you think of your own identity, where did you get it? Who gave it to you? Was it family? Or was it your religion? These days, Is it social media? Is it your experiences? You know, I had the experience with both incest and rape, and those things actually cause a trajectory shift that inform the way you feel about yourself, your body, men or women, depending on what partner you prefer, and how you actually interact with your sexual energy. But this is the time to actually change your identity around sex. Because as we spoke in the beginning, sex is an energy you have all of the time. If you're not having intercourse, if you're not masturbating, and if you're not creating a child, I mean, really, how much time does that take up in life? I mean, really. So you have this energy that's just in your body. So it's about using it. It's actually about fueling your body with this energy. Because again, that energy is creative, powerful, sensual, sexual energy, and it can create life. So why not create your own? And it's really about connecting to the energies, about knowing that there's energies all around us. It's called Shakti energy. The earth has Shakti energy. The cosmos have Shakti energy, and we do as well. So it's connecting with those essences and really allowing that to actually flow through your body. And as Bonnie mentioned, you can use it through breath work. We do somatic work, which means you're working with the body. And it's really about creating a relationship with that sexual energy so you can use it. Because just as we use, 10% of our brain, it's probably even less for sexual energy. So it's about turning that up, about using that, and actually allowing yourself to be filled with all of the energy that's possible for you, which is infinite. So it's really allowing that energy to flow through your relationships, to flow through your body, to flow through your business. It's energy and you can direct it. And that's what we're here to play with, is to invite that, to change the identity you've had around sex and make it one that actually allows your life to be everything you want it to be and more. You know that phrase, you can have it all? You can, if you learn to interact with the energies, both with the entire universe, your body, and your sexuality. So, Luana or Body, did you have kind of any further thoughts on, did anything percolate that you want to say in this moment?
It's juicy. I'm just like, this is just so juicy.
Yeah, that was something that I would like to mention too, is just the word, learning how to relax and learning how to surrender are the things that allow your sacral chakra and your root chakra to open up and allow those sexual energies and that to start to move and start working in your body, and until you learn how to do those relaxation and surrender, when our bodies are in resistance, it's really hard to get those juices flowing. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, when the body, like we were in the resistance, in the fight or flight, everything is constricted. But I work with the energies too, as an energy medicine practitioner on that as well. And it is interesting that we're not accustomed to feel these supple energies, but we can feel the physical body for the most part. But the feel in some, and to tap into this, it takes a little bit of practice. And this is, of course, this is what we're here to talk about, is it can be done. And once you feel these supple energies moving through your chakras and your root chakra and your second chakra, it is very powerful energies that start to move. So if anyone's, interested in learning more about this, then stick around us ladies, because we'll show you the way and teach you these techniques. And also with the food and the nutritional part, there's certain superfoods that increases your circulation and blood flow. And so you got that component, and then you tap into the energies, these supple energies, very powerful. We all have these abilities, and it's just reconnecting. So I just wanted to share that. So yeah, it's really a cool world to get into.
Yeah, absolutely, Luana. One of the things that I've discovered in all of my years of body work is that physical symptoms are like a wormhole to dive into. That's the place in the body that's holding either emotional trauma or unexpressed whatever words that you haven't said or spoken to somebody. It's when you're experiencing physical symptoms, that's the place to go in with your awareness. And I've got some really effective techniques that work with the symptoms that you're feeling in your body and bringing awareness to it and learning how to release those emotional traumas and spirit energy so that you can have a healthy and vibrant body.
Yes, yeah. Yes. And it's not about getting lost in the symptoms or the diagnosis. It's not about like looking through and like, oh, what is this? Where did I get it? All of this. It's about creating what you would like to have. So it's like, you know, what inspires you? I work a lot with clients with pleasure, like what brings you pleasure? And by actually activating that, what needs to change and what has been in the way, it naturally comes up. Like whether it's abuse, whether it's trauma, whether it's physical hormones or that, it will naturally come up because you're reaching for who you want to be and who you're choosing to be. And by actually reaching for this ageless sexuality and actually embodying that, then the life that shows up for you can be really amazing. Several years ago, I had a facilitator, Tara Marino. She talked about the 7 senses. And it's your 5 senses, and then it's your intuition, and it's receiving. And as women, receiving is not our strong point. It's actually a practice. And it's great that Bonnie and Luana and I were actually in our personal coaching, we're actually in a process of cataloging and really putting the focus on both what we're asking and receiving. So by activating this into your entire life, mixing it with the essence of your sexuality and your sensuality, and choosing how you want your life to be, it can open up into something you couldn't even imagine. And that's what we want to play with. So what we'd like to do is actually take you through just a mini activation of experiencing what it's like to receive the energies in your body and from the cosmos and play. So Luana, why don't you go ahead and start?
Oh, so I'd like to do one of the techniques, the feel energy. And like I said, it's a supple energy that's there, and a lot of us aren't tuned into it because we're in the 3rd dimension of the physical aspects of our 5 senses. So here's one of the little energy techniques that you can do, and then I'm going to do a little activation of connecting with the chakras. But just take your hands and kind of rub them together and then shake the energy off. And then put your hands together. And we've done this in the past, probably in school, you may have done this, and begin to just make an energy ball and feel that energy. This is a great way to begin to just feel that supple energy. So you feel how, and you can make the ball, you can make it even tighter, and you can feel that energy. And people are like, well, that feels like heat. Well, that's energy. So now, after you have that little practice, and you can, and I tell you what, often it really is effective to close your eyes so that you're not looking and you go within. and you'll start to feel the energy even more with the eyes closed. So from here, let's take whichever hand you're comfortable with, just take and place it down there at your root chakra. You're off your body, you're not touching your body, and you can keep your eyes closed if you like, and then just go in a counterclockwise, slow circle, and you're just a few inches off of your body. And you can, if you like, you can put your other hand on your heart chakra, so just right over your heart, and you can just keep the hand, and you'll feel that energy, and just play with that. You're actually moving the energy in the root chakra, and you can come on up a little bit higher into the sacral, the second chakra, actually, and that's where our creativity is. And you can feel the chakra will synchronize with the energy in your hand, because you have like this little vortex in the center of your hand, and the energy will connect with it. So that's clearing and cleaning those chakras. So you can go all the way up through all 7 chakras. So now just take a deep breath and stop with your hand, and then go clockwise. So there, you're doing you ladies are doing the chakra clearing. It's counterclockwise, and then you can stop when you're ready and go clockwise. Okay. So ladies, that's an example of a little chakra clearing and connecting with those energies in the root chakra and the second chakra.
So what I'm going to share with you is a very simple heart activation. And it is a technique that I learned from one of my very favorite companies called HeartMath. So I'm going to have you close your eyes and put your hand over your heart. Focus your attention there. Just feel that warm heart center of your hand. And then I'm going to have you take a nice deep breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. And this next time, I'm going to have you take a breath in through your nose, and then you're going to send the breath like an elevator going down, down, down into your heart as you let go. So you send that breath right into your heart area. And the next breath, you'll bring in right through your heart. So bring in the next breath in through your heart. So we're going to do about a 5-second inhalation through the heart, and then 5 seconds out. Just feeling the breath coming in, bathing your heart, and letting it back out. We're going to do this just a few times together. Keeping your awareness in your heart center. This is a really good way to stop thought. Just bringing your awareness from your head to your heart. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to imagine something that we really love or really appreciate, whether it's a loved one, whether it's a pet. And just bring that into your awareness and start recreating feelings of love and care in your heart. And you start feeling it heat up. Just building that energy And it's in the feeling of love for this person or pet that the power starts to build up. Thinking about it won't do anything at all, but it's recreating just genuine feelings of love and care and appreciation while you're breathing in and out of your heart. Oh, I can feel everyone's hearts warming up. You're doing such a good job. And as you're feeling this heart energy starting to build up, you can just imagine sending it down right into that root chakra. You can send the breath down there too. And just breathe in and out of that root. 5 seconds. And 5 seconds. And you might even want to turn your attention to that part of your body and feel how much appreciation you have for the creation that you're able to create in life. Just this part of your body that's so important and gives you so much pleasure. And just find the appreciation that you, all the appreciation that you can find, and just leave it there. Just tell that part of your body how much you love it. And you're committed to nurturing it. And you can start to feel a little bit of softening there. A little bit of letting go. Just notice the body, what it feels like to send love there. And it doesn't really matter what anybody else outside of you has done, hasn't done. You're just right there. Giving love to them. And we're just bringing our awareness back to our heart. And just another slow and gentle breath. In and out. And now just breathe your eyes open. And welcome.
Beautiful.
You got a sense of the power that you have in your heart to do some really important healing work in your own body.
Yes. Yes. And the world seems brighter and the body lighter. And what I'm going to do is actually take you back into the body just for a few minutes and connect you to the rest of the universal energy. So if you could close your eyes once more. And let's connect the rest of your body. So I'd really like you to become aware of where you're sitting whether it's a seat or a couch, the floor. Really feel your body connected to this. It's truly amazing that both our body and what we're sitting on seems solid, but that's actually not the case. It's such a beautiful awareness that we're molecules that are vibrating. And notice any sense in the air. If there's any sounds. If you became a bit distracted and went back into your head, just allow it to float away as if it's a cloud. You can come back to that after this, but give yourself the gift of this communion with your body. And really feeling your feet on the ground. And almost as if there's a magnet pulling you deeper, almost as if the earth is trying to suck you in. Really feel that grounding, that connection to Mother Gaia that loves us, that houses us, that sustains us. And open your feet chakras and allow the gift from the heart of Mother Earth to start to spiral up through those layers of earth and allow them to flow through your feet chakras and feel that flood of energy, of nutrients, of sustenance, of grounding frequencies and energies. For no other reason than the earth loves you. And really allow yourself to feel it. And we all feel energy differently, but if you have the story that you don't feel energy, what if you decided to have a different story? What if you could feel energy? What would it feel like? And as if there's a dial in front of you for sensation, just turn that up and allow yourself to feel that even more. And then allowing your crown chakra to open at the top of your head and flowing from the divine cosmos, a pure, beautiful, thick, white liquid, almost with like gold glitter within it, and it pours down in a honey-like consistency, and it coats each and every one of your cells with love and joy and delight for you saying yes to being in this moment. It's mixing and marrying with the energies of the earth as well as your own essence. And it's been scientifically proven that we have trillions of cells, generally somewhere between 50 and 100 trillion cells. As if you could open each and every one of those cells like a window and allow yourself to receive. So through this open window, as if every energy, every being, every planet, every molecule of life turns its attention to you and reflects love. And allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to receive that. Again, feel it flooding in. That all of life is so happy, so delighted that you are here. You are here for a reason. You are loved. And in this moment, you are supported, whether you feel like that in your normal life or not. Know that all of life is contributing to you. Feel that energy flow in And start to actually contract and expand your pelvic region. Allow the earth Shakti energy or the earth's sexual energy to flow up through your feet and through your hands. And it shoots up into your womb, into that pelvic bowl that houses our sexual energy, that houses our creative energy, that houses our power. It's mixing with the earth energy, it's mixing with our own sexual essence, it's mixing with the cosmic energy and all of the life that is contributed to us. It's really focused in our womb space. And in our womb, it houses our desires as well. So as if you could strike a match, we'll put a diamond tip on this match, which is diamond consciousness, which is actually what our body is made of. Strike that match and actually add fuel, as if you're lighting your desires and your sexual energy on fire. Feel that flood through. And with those cells that are open, actually allow them to open so as if they're that window, but allowing that energy to flow out of the back of your body. So that energy is flooding out that fire, and that fire is actually pushing you forward. It's pushing you forward into actualizing your desires, into actualizing that life you want, and allowing you to go forward supported, loved, and in all your essence. And just gently close yourselves, literally embodying this energy, feeling it circulate through, and knowing that this actually has occurred. This is actually part of your cellular memory. So the person you are now in this moment is not the person you were when you started and jumped on this call with us. So again, let's bring awareness to our bodies. Again, feeling your body on the seat, any scents or sounds. And let's take 3 deep breaths to integrate this. I do breaths a little differently. What I'd love for you to do is breathe into your womb, allow it to spiral up your spine, activating your Kundalini energy, and breathe it out of your heart. And let's do that again. And one last time. And just take one deep breath, allowing it to spiral from the top of your head all the way down like a mini tornado. Just settling everything in place all the way down into the earth, grounding that energy and your body as well. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Beautiful.
Wow.
So as you can see, there are simple ways, there are quick ways, and there are many, many ways to connect to your body, connect to your sexual energy, connect to your health, your vibrancy, your vitality. And that's what we wanted to gift you today. And this was just a taster. This is just a little bit of an experience of what you can have. Now, for those of you who would like to dive deeper, who are interested in finding out if you have hormone imbalances, how can you naturally work with them so that you're nourishing your hormones through nutrition and movement? You naturally increase your libido. If you'd like to learn how to really delve deep in your self-care and really connecting with your body, actually making your body your best friend. If you're willing to have the experience of being turned on to life, whether someone's with you or not, you are so vibrating, so turned on, so magnetic, so joyful. And you can allow this to fuel your reality, your life, your relationships, whether it's with a partner or with your children or with your business or with sisters like we are here today. And that's what we wanted to invite you. So we actually created something really awesome to invite you to. It's called kind of the next level of this. So it's Ageless Sexuality, opening the sacred gateway to your feminine power. It's a 6-week deep dive where you get time with us personally, more information, more meditations, more activations, more information that you can take with you and implement that day, that you can actually work with, that you can use through your entire life. So it's changing your life, because we're not interested in changing your life in the future. We want to change it now. So Q&As, a Facebook group, interaction with us and with a group of women who are really wanting to experience their sexuality, their sensuality, their power, and their full essence. So the website for this is pleasureprinciples.live.com/ageless-sexuality. And I will put that, actually, is there a chat? Maybe I can't put that in. Okay, well, I was going to put it in the chat, but I'm actually not seeing that. Well, see, this is live. So anyway.
That's the beauty of live.
Exactly. So it's pleasureprinciples.live.com/ageless-sexuality. And for those of you who joined us, and for all of those who are interested but couldn't make it live, we will actually make this recording and we'll send out the link to that as well. So any further thoughts, Bonnie or Luana, before we wrap up and tell these ladies to have a beautiful day?
I don't know. It's so exciting.
Excited for the journey.
Yeah. Look forward to it. We're gonna be diving deep into some areas that are so juicy.
Yeah.
We got some cool superfood smoothies waiting for you ladies.
Yes. And we're doing this with you. So as much as, we're the ones, the guides, we're actually in this experience with you. Yeah. So we want you to know that we are here with you. We are happy to be with you. And we're just here with the information and we want to share it with you. So join us. Again, it's pleasureprinciples.live.com/ageless-sexuality. We would love to have you here because we really do want you to have it all, and you can. So thank you so much for joining us. We love you all. We look forward to playing with you on a bigger level so we can all dive deep and really tap into that ageless sexuality, because we want it all.
Absolutely. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Exactly.
Oh, it's going to get juicy, ladies, in the 6 weeks. I'm telling you, us three, we have got some plans. Oh, yeah. Juicy. Yeah.
Yes. So
I'm excited.
Come join us.
Yeah.
So thank you again for being with us, whether you're here with us live or we'll have this on the recording. We will see you very soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for being with us. Bye-bye.